Here is a view from what used to be, we have a cuckoo clock as you will gather. Here is a view of what used to be the way down to our house. This was the railway itself. On the left hand side you can see the assembly hall from the grammar school, and that is how it was when I was a boy. My father worked in that cabin. I've spent many happy hours in it. In the distance you can see the chimneys and of what was Dolman House. This was an annex to the school in those days, which has now been developed beyond all recognition. And there it is again, as it is today. Quite a change. And you can see the assembly hall through the trees there. Now this is another entrance from the Bog. This is the road from the 1079 coming in from the old side, and there is what it used to be like again in my day. If you look beyond the train, you can see the archway, what used to be the bridge over the line, and the station beyond. The station now is a gymnasium and sports hall for the grammar school. And if you look on the right hand side, you will see what is now the road to Burnby Gardens, still known as the Bog. But of course the road now runs where the line was. On your left hand side there's Presto's just being finished off, ready for its opening, and I'm standing now on the Bog itself, which used to be the main road into town, which of course is just a dead end now. And the railway track which used to run where the road is on your left hand side, now it goes down behind me and is the car park for Burnby Hall Gardens. There is Presto's being built, which of course was in the goods yard of the train, where you saw the train coming through before. And there is the warehouse, what used to be the warehouse belonging to the railway. And that goes up the Bog into town. And come further around, we start to see a new development which has been put onto the Stewart's Gardens, Burnby Hall Gardens as they call them. Major Stewart lived here and left these gardens to the town for the public to enjoy. Again the church clock is there, still looking over everything. This car had just come out of Burnby Gardens. We'll take a glimpse into Burnby Gardens. It's very interesting, and it would take a long while to go right round it, and so we'll just take a glimpse. That is the house itself where Major Stewart used to live. It was acquired by the Pocklington Council, acquired or stolen, whatever you like to put it, but I don't think the Major exactly would have been excited at the way things went with it. But there we are, it is now the council offices. The grounds contain one of the finest shows of water lilies in Europe. I'll give you a glimpse of it. That is the museum that the Major built for all his treasures and his world travels. Coming into view on your right hand side is the big lake. Beyond that there is another one. Both are full of water lilies and a beautiful sight. As I said earlier, this was left to Pocklington for Pocklington people to enjoy. Unfortunately now it has been rather commercialised and is rather a big attraction for travellers from all over the world. And I, as a Pocklingtonian, have no more right in there than a Chinaman. I pay my dues, just as if Major had never left it at all to the town. Very sad to think of, but there we are, that is the so-called progress of the modern times. And so we come up into the town, and here we have the corner of Regent Street, New Street. A lot of changes happened here. Behind me was the doctor's surgery, still affectionately known as Isherwood's Corner. Rangers' offices were on the right, and on the left was the fish shop. And the church is still there looking on. There used to be the auction market up there, the intake market, cattle market. Leicester's ropery, Stud's wheelwright, iron foundry, blacksmiths where they used to shoe horses, all were in that corner. But now we come into what was the station yard. The arches on your right are where the horses and carts and lorries used to go in with their loads and to load up to come away. This has all been filled in. It was made into a garage by Allison's and now is the stores for H.D. Factoring Company. On the other side was a long siding where these houses now are, and at this side it was level with the ground for loading into the wagons, and on the other side was a platform area which brought it up to the level of the bottom of the wagon so that the loading could be done either from above or below. Beyond that was the coal depot where the wagons used to run across the cells and drop their loads through the doors underneath. And at the end where these houses are was a lime store where the wagons used to do the same thing, only with lime for the builders. Always full of pigeons. I suppose that's where the builder's lime got its marrowbone jelly from. And here we are with the present day fire station. This is its third site. Quite a modern building with its tower there. All that site was allotments for the railway workers at one time. And there's the church clock again, peeping over it all. And that was Everingham's bus station, now occupied by the East Yorks. And on the left was what was the car park was my father's garden. So this area has a lot of memories for me. Now we go on to Burnby Lane. This is the entrance to Wald Road, which you saw earlier on in the first road that we came into. That is Wald Road. Large estate which still seems to be going developing. Sorry, there is Wald Road. Nearly all the sports seem to have concentrated themselves on this road. It's the last entrance into Pocklington, not exactly a main road, but a lot of the sports centres are being developed on here, and it's grand to see these places where these young folk can come and stick a ball about and play football. It's a grand amenity for them, and it's lovely for them to have this facility. Who knows whether there may be potential cup winners here. We can hope so anyway. Then there is Stewart's Bowling Club. Again, this is all part of the legacy from Major Stewart, who left the gardens and everything in this area. Very popular, both indoor and outdoor, and seems to be well patronised by the town and surrounding areas. Matches being played by people from away. Very interesting indeed. You can watch an odd end if you like. And ladies as well as gentlemen. Well-known Pocklington figure, that. Nice one. Well, we must press on after this ball, as we shall be here out for a long time. Could easily get very much engrossed. Had to stop and look at another. decisions have been made. There we have the pavilion and the indoor facilities in there, which made a grand place for the town. Name to be remembered in Pocklington. Further down the road we have another football match going on. Very interesting, these facilities which have become available to the town. Especially for this age. And the family squad. Here we have the Francis Scaife swimming pool. This is a well-known name from the town from earlier years. I can only show you the outside of this place. I tried to get you some shots of the interior, but bureaucracy lifted its head, and it is the only place out of Pocklington that, while I've been filming, that I was refused to take any pictures. Nevertheless, this is the Francis Scaife swimming pool from the outside. And here we have a cricket field, Pocklington Cricket Club. A grand field, again all part of the Stewart development. The Burnby Gardens being the other side of the trees in the background there. Quite a strong team with excellent facilities. Match is greatly enjoyed, and clubs again from all over come to play here. I can't give you a commentary on the match because I don't know who's playing. But we'll just see another ball or so, and then we'll have to move on. Time's getting on. Managed to run out of it anyway. And another. That's the general view of the field from the roadside. move a little bit further along. We have here a factory that has been on the go now for some considerable time, and it's a certainty if you have any dried fruits, as we call nut and date, any dried fruits or so forth, it's 10 to 1 that it was packed and manufactured here. And of course we have the Old Haven, the old people's home. This I can remember when it used to be the Pocklington workhouse, where the elderly and those less fortunate were looked after in a very poor way, had to work to earn their keep. Those that could work were made to work, and the vagrants used to call here for a night's bed and a meal, and had to spend the next day chopping sticks to earn their keep. Across the road is the Scouts' hut. Quite a thriving concern is the Pocklington Scouts, and at the other side of the road coming back behind what was Old Haven is the ambulance station. A fine building. We can see the facilities at the back where the very fine service is given by these men belonging to the ambulance service. And a little further round, we keep going round, there's an amenity for the town for meals and so forth for the elderly in the building there. Old Haven Centre. Unfortunately, a lot of these services are being somewhat curtailed, but this seems to be still going. And further down, we have this lovely little place for the there are the service vans and so forth. We have this little place for the elderly, little individual houses where those who can provide for themselves can still live independently, but looked after by a warden. And there is the centre where they gather for various functions and entertainment. My little group have been in there many times, giving them little concerts, which is very nice for them. We hope these things will continue, but these times we keep seeing these amenities being curtailed. Further along we have the rugby club. Unfortunately, when I was taking this picture, a rugby match had just finished, and it was rather inconvenient to wait for the next one, so I can just show you the